Hello, good morning. Welcome to Amma Radio. Download complete. Full downgrade option executed. Mama had you in both and them in sensor and them were from because and Yamana can in essomen or why you assume is from Canina is on Yama good time and Canina is on Yama and Yamako no. I am finally in an SUV. One woman in a 5-seater, typically. So extra 2 load. Yet actually. Amma is a very happy woman. Michiamo. Minyam who is a more correct place is a more him. I think some more pages. And I'm more pages. I'm more pages. Michiamo Yam. It is a movie, yeah. But I'm going to a washing with a more reduced petrol bill. And I'm going to a washing, a very happy woman. So I was on near my no what yes, you want it. They said it's in it. Dapaah, and you you crucify no Obapa Kafra. Your name but I don't think said you're between and then I will to the that's a different story for another day. Michiamuna, Mijidi some way. And the blue lights be inside it. I think so be better. Whom I'm on fan chebe. Boy, Sister Litty and Raya boy. No been with the fear. Maybe you bassy. Jay. Kayira. Edra, because your palm I've been with the few. And then quite any in our your palm I've been with the few. Kakaka crabbing can pay you by. But Edra, I managed to do pay reduction policy by reminding myself so be answer. When I successfully reminded myself the pay reduced. Bechamo. Ajay. And then we are talking tikataka politics. Me, when I talk politics, it's always tikataka, a textbook. And then Albert Dapaah, the Abanieka, but Albert Dapaah, he is not different from a lot of people. Say ya Albert Diaba, Yenya Yeke. Ube say you would be higher, not the ding. So let me take us to school. But who say and Crawford any abre Eddie Dapaah must resign, Dapaah must resign. So Sam Crawford, I want to address you first. Sadia et say, oh Saida mom, Saida me don't to say, me who love Ned and I'm screening, so it's like to me who say you are. How are you, sis? Let me take you to some basic and maybe in politics. You cannot compare England politics, for example, to Ghana politics, because our moral standing has never been the same. In England, they have always linked politics. Remember, say in England, leadership was also linked to the church. In Ghana, leadership has never been linked to any church. In Ghana, we've always had many different beliefs. In England, now the king was the head of the church, and his appointees were also his church appointees. NTCFR to public officer, you were also a representative of the church. And so they had this moral requirement of some public officers. The sister brother, it's the same. And in England, when you subscribe to leadership, there was always a call to uphold your friends' moral values. And now they had common moral values. In Ghana, we don't have common moral values. You dare to say this year, the catch them with the say me. I was here to talk politics. I was here for politics 2020. Of course, I talk about social issues and say I've learned to mind my own business and make sure say a common name. But say politics the main cabinet, but and you know credit. I will definitely be telling you my minds. I will. Let me take you to the very basics. Here and rather maybe Sam Crawford, do you guys understand the difference between morality and capacity? Because in Ghana we confuse morality with capacity. Yakwache Dapaah na okita national security documents be. And I'll catch the girl, look, I am the minister for security. And we have decided we will go here. Look at the papers, instantaneously. His capacity will be in question and he will need to be fired, not even invited to resign. Fired on the spot. Fired. That is a capacity issue. Dapaah edini hu ya wo yi ne niam akire nkrofo yi. Ene ye hunu say abanhwo aketo abi so apia babonte ho a enke no so sa he needs to be fired, not invited to resign. Fired. Frank Mache. It's saying Angela Mache o me chiamu nyina, he needs to be fired. Because that's a capacity issue that has something to do with ability to act. And when there is a problem with ability to act, no, it should be a very decisive move. That is when a binding penny for me who said Debbie, you are a threat to national security. Me papa chow. Ken Dapaah ne shwa ne and a threat to national security. And sadly, way it needs to be said the same way for all our politicians, by the way. But we need to learn to have a standardized way of addressing such issues. The entire Dapaah is because there have been many before him who have not been invited to resign. And the minute you go down, let's invite him to resign, or you are applying double standards. And actually, on what basis will we even invite people to resign in Oman Ghana when we do not have the moral backing of anything? Are we going to use Quranic standards to invite Nkrofo to resign? Or are we using biblical standards to invite Nkrofo to resign? Are we using Nananom to invite people to resign? Yeah? If you are using Quranic standards, Papa no bet me for 4 wives. Over biblical standards, he needs to be shot instantaneously. When he takes secular standards, and also so 1 man, 1 wife, but on course he has not really broken any law. As a maker, I know it will be really difficult for Nkrofo to understand, because we have not learned to segregate morality from legality, from capacity. That is, they are not the same. They are all T's, but each T is a different T. Believe me. Morality, he should be shot. Do I think Dapaah is an idiot? Excuse my French. It is a behavior which is disrespectable. Really, he has put himself in a position where he should be disrespected. He disrespected himself totally by allowing a sukonomas. I'm sure so on say wait me what they say sababi. Abaya we na fe Quranic and Dapaah. Madam fu bi ko ye bia na yesre no. Wo jimi ya na ka kire mbebe. Wo just say na friend mbebe. Wo jimi sa anti friend mbebe kire say bone ho. I'm a small girl, then baby, hello, baby. Baby, look at when you can you. I said, baby. Said my friend, baby, you're different. F1, sister, so what I know what do move phone and come in any woo. Oh, so what's sorry, I will hang one, the way I am a man, and I'm a mother. I'm sorry, I actually don't make any apologies on Facebook. It still has the opt-in to watch and the opt-out not to watch. Sister, maybe I may imagine you, but maybe I may catch them. If you are not in the same category with me, baby, you won't even bother opening. And I need Pam was to be 16. We didn't depart on my sorry. Those of you who make those comments on Facebook, you are hilarious. Really, you are. You purport to someone in the saying, yeah, you saw video. But also, me, now your comments. Sister, we are in the same classroom. Boy, if you can't take somebody's opinion, who do you want to say, you have shown that's difficult for you, and the way you move for this? Comment to the crowd here. That is how you treat people's videos with contempt. So I mean, say, you need 14 years, my classroom here, my room here, one more entertaining me. I can be a crab and do no cover. Who's a cracker 14? Who you who free back at 13? Get more likely to see me video here. The mama profada. Listen to the video. The girl said, do as you did yesterday. meaning they do video calls. The girl has his naked pictures. That is still his naked pictures. That is a problem for Dapaah and his wife and his family. It is not an issue of national importance. It is not an issue of national importance. Knew that listen, Samini Mrs. Dapaah na banka mefreno. Mrs. Dapaah said we need people like her to set precedents, kick his sorry ass out of the house. Go to court and get the house out of his hands. Take everything you can from him. Get a good lawyer and make sure that you are settled adequately. Mrs. Dapaah as a woman and as a sister. Baby Dapaah for a woman from one papa no don't disrespect him. But just shake your head and make him as embarrassed as he should be. He has really embarrassed himself. And he needs to know. Baby Dapaah for San Mekachero. What Papa Dapaah for one man, don't give him an opportunity to explain himself. Because he has brought your name to town and for a Gumufi. Because one no San Mekachero baby Dapaah. MPP for no personal associates said they will need to distance themselves from this man. Because he is not comporting himself as a civilized adult man. In terms of national importance, as important as the appointment is as Minister of National Security, his dick is not of national importance. His nakedness is not of national importance. We misunderstand. They were instructed to resign because they compromised national security by exposing documents, by making utterances. Utterances Emma wa no parewo no wa no ta esese adu gina baby we ye wo hey ene hu se brother pa ejina baby bi no odwa nanu in the Tokyo deal, in the Deben deal, in the Deben dealer, and yes, instantaneously his capacity is compromised and he needs to be sacked. Not invited to resign, sacked, because then his ability to perform in function is questioned. When his ability to perform is in question, capacity is what we are using, and your morality. We are still looking to apply morality in a civil case in a country which does not have a common moral fiber. And that's where the problem is. It's in England, everybody will condemn him to resign. Because in England, anybody being an infidel since 1622, because of that association with the church, has always been required to resign. And in fact, and yet I bind a friend will say resign one casa because you subscribe to some moral set. Because one casa you know Sebukrum has embarrassment need a new Ebema one casa resign. It is the people who themselves, out of their volition, in recognition of their stupidity, in acknowledgement of the fact that they haven't acted in good moral standing and as their friend is a role models of society. No one casa but you cannot. What kind of the morality won't resign? There isn't much you can do really. But I think we see what happens in the West and we apply what happens in the West without consideration of the changes in context. A good lawyer, mommy. Don't allow this embarrassment to wash. When I worry 50 years and so what? He has no respect for you for the 50 years you have spent with him. He is a child at heart. He doesn't deserve to be with an adult woman. It's yes, mommy. Send his ass packing. Community day. Sister baby cotton and a cordon. Me futua me the Mrs. Dapaah. Dear me the man crofwaked. Say yem a man back who be a nubi and ye sang crophobia siaboting. Ya chin and some Japadiana. And they didn't say about this one cycle yansa and Cassan some phone apples for your community, my papa and Casubeti. Madame Achu, what to say, sis? And Kasankwa said that's what it, but nobody is ever holding these guys accountable. Is the reason why Sankofu win nada. Every side of your political spectrum. Good morning, Anama. I'm glad you are here. Enra, Mibisa, me command the video. I say I was asking Sadu to the video. I say everybody's video. I call. I say I know what discusses. I actually said the same thing. And yes, say to independent candidates and the consideration is the same. We are confusing morality with legality with capacity. So and we need to consider them. Was the minister's capacity compromised? Probably not. Because Mr. Nedik is not of national importance. There be national security information and the year of national importance. He is not here as Minister of Morality Affairs. It is quite difficult to use morality as a yardstick to call for resignation and to cite places like England as your friend is a yardstick, because the way we do things in England and the way we do things in Ghana are not the same. In England, they don't use capacity, they use morality. And it is a common understanding based on the fact that in England, in Yenarano, public office was actually linked with the Church of England. Oh, he was doing romantic. No, to me, he was doing idiots. That is what he was doing. Papa Penny was saying, he should be embarrassed. He should be embarrassed to death. So one why embarrassed not of very so and he knows that he's compromised himself. Respect will be difficult for a of high moral standing. On one and this is what happens in England. I will not allow this man to be Kwabna. Me since the wounding some phobia, ya papa no ye. Na ye mama no man challenge. Na ye chaye and massa papa for the Tina society will operate here as normal. Is the reason why their sons are repeating the same nonsense. If myself and my sisters do not change the response, the behavior will continue. It made me say, my friend Mrs. Dapaah, Senka obey no obey me. Take that opportunity to teach this man a lesson, so that the rest of you will understand. So we demand respect. And if you disrespect us, we will teach you, we will force you. Maybe say yanka me kopelo yanka japadia minister papa we will yanka me file divorce immediately. Now can me claim everything and anything, including what I don't even deserve. By the time I have taken him to the wash and back, we share our baby now we mistake or the respect the man in his comportment. So that made me know, but that is my morality speaking. And those are my personal standards. The fact that I feel that way does not mean, say, I have any, your friend is saying, leg to stand on in calling for his resignation based on morality. This is a civil appointment. The one thing which can be used, really, a legality. And in terms of legality, my video, you know, mention there will anything which compromises his position, his capacity from a legal point of view. We should use capacity. We should use legality in reviewing these things and in making these calls, because I bear opportunism. Emma, political opponents, as they say, and they are using it to call a scorecard. And it's funny because the very people calling this scorecard are just as ridiculous as Dapaah. And now will be framing. I'm like, Dapaah says, shut up. Shut up, and I know what you do. Shut the heck up. Don't let me use the flip. Shut up, hypocrite. See, and you when a small girl, then I'm Hana, we are near Yeti Watem. Do it in us. Can Dapaah the Abbott but shut up before I find somebody to do the same thing to you, idiot. That's why my sister Sylvia, it is saying, my video is too dark, Francis, because men and say me road they're dark. What's it? I'm a radio, so we are in a funny season. It's ready winter in New Year, but definitely in the summer. I feel we proud the maybe from her by Oma Kutunsu. It's interesting. Me pesa me kasa assembly so that me say opportunism in politics needs to stop. Really, it needs to stop. Say yes, separate morality from legality and capacity one. And Crofaya want to be opportunistic and yaba we say they can send family when they are no better. In politics, we look at the law and we look at ability to function, whether you are fit for purpose, and only evaluate it. Can Dapaah and Ojina should walk at the girl? Hey, I just came from a meeting with South Korea. Capacity is in question. And the minister of why South Korea says, yeah, you know, when I met your friend is saying, Macron, and we reviewed Saudi way. I think Macron is going to send a donation of 20 million to Ghana. But then you can claim say national importance. Mr. Dapaah is not an object of national importance. Saudi and you wouldn't know we've misunderstood. A Kubani, yeah, a magic had a pelati. That is happening awful. You wonder why these slave queens are meant on breaking your hopes. Oh, honest. No slave queen can break your hope. Your own decision making can break your hope. Your lack of respect for your wife will break your hope. The lack of respect for yourself will break your hope. Wanting to eat with the dogs and humans will break your hope. Only party and cat table, only the pankwani. When the power no dank ramaya tria de you treat to say cramine. It's your buyer not the end what the year can Dapaah. Minya no crank member the suggestions again. Me mad me and Nina Minya metro my fire on the first what she who's Kenya. Slave Queen agent the share and the agent the share. We are next time. When there is very little left, you will learn to sit somewhere with inside in the briefing. It's there be small I mean on your small girls on your small girl. First, some castle is small girl, on your small girl. That woman deserves to take everything she can. What why you now was a one ferry? I still will be ban one number her one. Maybe so scan one fat enough for mamma. Let me who require me the first what you will see magic. Me as slave queens the more family number. Mom catch up say I am doing slave queen coaching. How to perfect your act as a slave queen. How to get the most of the foolishness of your clients. How to exploit the idiots who patronize your services whilst pretending to be morally upstanding. Me yes, I course is in our own phrase slave queens. The more catch up say free Ubuntu. Yeah. Then my background is very black because really about 6:28 a.m. or maybe group but still we are in it. So me so kania wo inside one a tomeni e wo mirror so makes it difficult to see behind me. And from a safety point of view, switching on the light behind me is not a good idea. And for that reason, I don't do it. And you guys will have to manage Ama Radio this yes, Victor Munyina. It is very interesting how a member himself member human error. Nasenka eye oba de koye sadi we yanka onu de onye humanity koni error meboa. Member kwa de humans. Monkwa na mo error. Yeah. You will see his fellow men, Ghanaian men, coming here to give your friend is saying excuses on Dapaah because Mubutu Dwanwa sana motie. Mubutu Dwanwa, that fidelity does not mean anything to you. Mubutu Dwanwa's self-respect and its link to fidelity was not explained to you. It's when I'm about saying so you disrespect yourself. You disrespect yourself first before you disrespect your wife. Ama he has embarrassed me. I'm saying, how has he embarrassed you? Oh, sir, he went outside. I'm saying, he just announced to the world he's an idiot. Are you his mother? Or see Debbie? So how is that an embarrassment for you? Did you raise him? Or see Debbie? ti sister kona koda tumuda kra koda papa no wachimi so wo ko ba bia na obi bisa wa ka chem say yes, my husband just disrespected himself. Not really much to do with me. The way you choose to behave in response, sister, is what will embarrass you or otherwise. Papa no, onana mo 20 or your penny. He is responsible for himself. You are not responsible for him. You didn't raise him. So how is his morality your fault? It is not. Sister, kokaba nkudi. Oh bra, atija wo. Aye kakra de ye week. Victor atija. Eja dem. Me yes slave queen courses nyina wa ha area ha. Ti woni slave queen bia mesrew. Fa me number man ka kire nsa won frɛ me. Next time, so when you nyansa, there shouldn't be a next time. So when you nyansa, he will divorce and not pretend say he is a respectable man who wants one woman, because he's not. He's not. And it's fine. So onipa, when you're the kind that would be worried nipa back on, just don't make that decision. And even if you made that decision in error, catch them, I mean, say sorry, I can no longer marry one woman. So uni may you trust so person will can other women name one. And mean will be on the ready sankomono. If you are willing to be one of the other women, then fine. It is any people in once about they aggressively defensive because they have an understanding. Wapata mama de da. Wama chichire wo ready da. On them chrome bought a subani gadi and never pretends. Say or your monogamous, he is not. The problem with Dapaah Professor Anwa or maintaining one wife is that they pretend to subscribe to the moral your friend is saying of monogamy when they don't. And that is what exposes them to Sanyama. Camp your friends are Canadian Japan in a side chicks baby. When we say we'll be seeing crucified. He's actually come out. He said a few things. He's done a few things. I'm sure Mrs. Japan knows where she stands. What's he saying? They can different because they don't really pretend to be what he saying. What would the bank for mechanic say is those of you who pretend, especially when we say Eda for Eda when the number Bansaya put on you. Eda, we are deciding Yasababo. So when you Eda, no about to say them Yama say Benyabri say maybe we could go to my catch them. Maybe we are keeping ourselves. Okay. Tutu baby Sama is keeping her safer in young one was him. Ningwa will be any wish yamming to say the enemy word you must say, the enemy year where you fear her and fat and grow enemy year because it does not affect my capacity to act in the position I am employed. See a home work sites be so and Padaya near maybe. Then that brings into question my ability to work with Empara. Whilst I have those beliefs and those tendencies, it compromises the safety and well-being of Empara and for taking interest. But quite apart from that, they made my hair because I my hair when I made it and for Majuma before, they been a make a cherry. Papa na hair muni adia wadi ye one in the year in the money the bush for the number for one more someone. It is not an object of national importance. It really bringing Sadia to question capacity is something I worry about. Really worry about. Khalid, whose mind do you think I will actually be speaking? Huh? Sometimes some of these statements, they are quite difficult. Khalid, I have switched on a camera which is on my own China phone. I don't represent a media house. I am on a public platform like Facebook. And I'm here not with a panel. It's just me talking. What I'm actually doing is a monologue. It's a social commentary monologue. It's in your mimi opinion and I may share. Now why do you share? Educate on things. Whose things? Am I educating myself or am I educating somebody? When you think, say you have the capacity to educate, not one kasawaso camera, and not one suso. I'll say me video as I listened, I asked questions, and then I felt say I had unfinished business. It was a kasawaso camera, and I mean so may discuss it from my point of view. That's all you can do. Me so camera that may represent one point of view. It's not possible. Me so camera that may represent anybody else's point of view. So I assumed that it was a given. When you come to my video, it doesn't even need to be said. I am just representing my point of view in a monologue, because we come in frame will be an makase a your collective view. A singular. Do I know how sensitive his position is? If you are actually able to listen to my submission objectively, without bringing political biases, you will see so what I'm saying is as objective as may say. Consider things from the point of view of capacity. And yes, a drama, it can also compromise your capacity. In this video, if we heard them discussing anything apart from Dapaah pajamas, even if they discussed the president's pajamas, it would have been a national interest. If they discussed and maybe a link to national security, maybe my security is not linked to Dapaah in that conversation the way I saw it. So I don't know. You may see it otherwise, but that's your view, and you're entitled to it. Media, my importance right now is not linked to the color and the brand of Dapaah pajamas. That's all I'm saying. From that point of view, it's great. From that point of view, that's fine. Then we agree to disagree. Now that is what it really means. That you are an adult with capacity, so you are allowed to have your opinions. And so I am an adult with capacity. I should have my opinions. You should have the freedom to express it, and I should. And sometimes we just go, hey, I see your point, you don't see your point. The hey ho. Ajwa, hey, with your walk on. Hey, sister Ajwa. Oh dear. You on this program, you will tickle me and entertain me, and we never pay any other source of entertainment. Because I know, so you will tickle me. Oh, come, perhaps I tell you. Oh dear, just plus me, I'm an advocate here, but sister, yes, I say, but start to be booted. And you're careful. This pepping ourselves might have. Obviously, we are catching them and I and they say, slave queen is at the help with the and his wife wear this. Why would his wife want to wear this? His wife has self-respect. We got to them say, man, you ain't that here, you imagine that here, Debbie. A man, if you are woman or I give you a woman yet, you may be working my woman. As a respectable woman of a certain age, why would you go and show your nyash? It is not in her interest to show her nyash. Debbie, what did I'll bet at saying, would dealership in a course and what me register? Me across the same and Yapo bra. The necklace is just the same. Timpacho, so as to started go the diamond business. No, I'm Mr. Send the make artifacts. I'm a fancy sense in sending home. Why? Me catch them in my intro to the video. Said my view was going to be difficult to consume for a lot of people. Yes, as a woman, you will be views. So we jam it as a woman and as a feminist. At that time, and I will crucify his nyash for disrespecting his wife. For that reason, and I actually do have those beliefs. Those are my God-honest, sincere beliefs. So if there were consequences for people's actions, if one person had been taken to the wash, if Emranti Wokroma who said, Mane Wokrum say, young wine. Would dear Wabra, I bet you when someone in a divorce and can walk over start up in your Because they will be extra careful. Can never be one common friend Yagro. Naki the one sababa, but Tiam will be a Yakirosa. There be it's a Mrs. Dapaah, but which one man personally. But remove say Papa Dapaah, where you me Papa and me friend one. I will hold silence when I speak to him, and I will let my silence speak to him. So when the Binyansa, my silence should be enough to tell my father, so he has goofed. He has goofed. He has made a schoolboy error. He has goofed. Sada coming in. Nebo, really, in spite of all those views, in spite of the fact that I want to cut off one ball and hang it to dry, I've been there. Say, Francis Mebawati, I'm on the road, so I try and read the messages. Yeah. Say Eba Bomwa, because say I am on the road. Say Eba, number one kind instantaneously. Now for no out to me, I am going to school because I shouldn't stop driving just to go and check the message. So that is what tends to happen. So what do you buy? That's a baby boom and I see a fatcher maybe and I make you camera no I'm kind. I'll bet yes I copy the paste will have a minute. Whilst I walk here scrolling up no, I don't do it whilst I'm driving. I mean I may have pressed a good evening or we had a good morning or about 7 o'clock now still. You should come see I'm one I'm here to the Casabre. The sun will be behind me as a fireball. Cabo have any pretty matching in the Amedofo. Mr. Albert Dapaah said the Deka politics, but I'm just going to use Albert Dapaah here. Mr. Many example. It is advice to all the men who are in politics. If you want to present yourself and if you want to suggest, say you are morally upstanding, you better truly be morally upstanding. If you want people to respect you, you better act respectably. If you want us to respect you, you better act with respect for yourself. Self-respect is suggested. Say, yeah, baby, it's not all social media platforms necessarily also. When you hold yourself to a certain point, if you end up in a place which does not marry up with the way you present yourself and uphold yourself, then you simply say I goofed. From a small girl video, and so when the man said Toshin and as an established politician, the girl was leading him on. In her conversation, he should have picked that up. Really, if it was logical, he should have picked up the other girl there. She sounded ditzy. She intentionally sounded ditzy. But I think, what's your conversation? And the woman said, you see, she intentionally started dropping some lines, just as we did yesterday. She wanted people to know, said that was not the first time they were having a conversation. That conversation was set up, it was organized. They had a script from the very beginning. There was a script. And I think, as an established, experienced politician like Dapaah, when somebody was reading a script to him, he should have known better. He should have seen through that. He should have been careful. There be video calls Nankasa Kurano should not have been a mode of operandi. So why do you say Kako boy Jamaya? Knowing say what we a politician. Knowing very well say what we would be manipulated. He could have easily been blackmailed with Sadiano. And maybe they tried to even blackmail him and it didn't work. You don't know. But I'm saying blackmailing is a difficult thing. Because if the people has it, so much to be careful. Why you do that kind about the US? Trouble does not look for humans. I don't know how to work on it. It is humans rather who look for trouble. I said, I'm very power. We depend on passive. And you're not prepared. But what I'm saying And what I've said is this. Albert Dapaah wedding padasem and it's SSC SSC is many who in Jimmy because the oye in Jimmy Sabaya kitty say, hey, your papa penny who say, who any buy your jewelry, that will see your friend is saying camera to say, maybe Yare Hosem. But that is where it ends. They say calling for his resignation and calling for his dismissal. It requires a capacity link, and this particular video does not have any strong linkage to any capacity breaches. He did not share any statements of national importance on that video. And even me, the feminist ama, when I want to cut off one ball and dry it, person me come back when I'm your friends say toilet when I'm flashing. Even me. You start feeling the truth, except to people who say I feel, it doesn't hold enough substance to call for his resignation. So many are calling for resignation, and maybe some have you looked at it? Anybody they are doing it because they've seen say in England will be yes near calling for resignation, but you haven't considered the morality and the precedence in England. We don't have that kind of morality, and we do not have that kind of precedence in Ghana. And it was not used in any way to contend their capacity. So the standards cannot be changed. It's difficult. And when you read the Yama, any Abra Francis who a problem. So when you read the Yama, the NHS and maybe say, I am your junior wife, Jai. Say money time, maybe money time. I'll be monitoring you in your spirit. I'll be monitoring you in your body. I will even be monitoring you in your dreams. In your politics, it would be great if we had morally upstanding people in our politics. But as a civil person, I'm not really first. If the person has capacity, if a person has competence, in Ghana, say, and no prime requirements, capacity and competence. So I as a society, we're focusing on in this election year, competence. So depending on competence to do a job, that's or apply for such job. We will need to learn to remove certain things and add pseudo requirements to what it is that we are looking for. Me ama say be a teacher, and then me go physics. I am not there as a moral education teacher. I try, but that is not my job. And near maybe it is against the code of conduct. I should not be preaching hate, even if I hate. I should not have homophobic views. Requirements. I should not have your friend says semantic views. I should not have anti-Semitic views either. And maybe it has nothing to do with teaching physics. The location of my home does not affect my capacity to act. It does not affect my capacity to act. Does not affect my capacity to act. And what you would tend to find, and this is the ridiculousness of any and I think there was man so just as Nancy in for sexuality judging capacity. So only straight and now or curved and now or fat and no and judging capacity Nancy. Because it should never have been used to judge capacity anyway. We are learning better. To say the young fat orientation and judging capacity. And a lack of self-respect. And also does not automatically suggest that somebody is incapable. What we need to evaluate as a group of people is his capacity to act. Can Dapaah continue as the National Security Minister even though we need answer personally? It's possible. We will have to come to that decision collectively. But it's possible. It's a maybe move video, no, and yeah, me let me see it from a personal point of view. Because I'm not interested in Dapaah from a personal point of view. That's the thing. He is a public figure. We are interested in him in his ministerial capacity, and we should look at the evidence and evaluate his ability to act in his ministerial capacity. And if we feel say he's compromised that position, oh yeah, if the evidence suggests that he is not compromised that position, so you also need to be honest about it and say hey, can't be near with then you want to. Me super video want to. Want to. We just need to have that honesty in our interactions and discussions. It will really help. Adjoa, you know I love you. Tonga will kill person. I know. Tonga killed many good people before. It will expose a lot of people. Tonga. The problem is not with the Tonga. The problem is how we are raised. We were raised with double standards. We were raised in a place where we were never held, the men were never held accountable for their actions. They were allowed to goof, and when they goofed, we made it his wife's fault. His wife must not be giving him styles and angles and like idiots. Get off my phone. Get off my phone when you I don't want to interact with you right now. Say will say Papa Penny baby and a pamper bedroom. That it is somebody else who is responsible for his choices. It is somebody else who is responsible for his actions. Get off my flipping phone. I no longer talk to foolish people and say, hey, Yama. Say, Yamaka. I no longer discuss any maybe with people because it's a waste of my energy. And I really don't have that extra energy then I say to donate to wastage to get off my phone. But I'm a minute to say, you mean I'm a bit to another. I just pray. Some of our say, "Never make a wood tea." Now we catch it in system. So when it baby, I worry. No, well, we don't know deep because I said, "I'm mere plan of school on how to take all his money from him and walk off and have a decent life because he's an idiot." I say, "Mom," I say, "Yes." Because I'm raising you to respect yourself. I'm raising you to be honest. In two friends as a sister, I thought I could do this marriage one for one thing, but I don't have the discipline to do it. The sister, can you do an open marriage or say fuck off? Excuse my French. Now what for the book or not the book? Let's sister up at the baby at yes, I will be an but don't pretend to be monogamous when you know you are not upholding the ideals. Because at the moment, due to smartphone or not very smartphones, the way I see them. Because when an idiot sits behind a technologically enhanced phone, it is not a smartphone. It is for a lot of things. And Crawford recorded and Crawford the only way to actually protect yourself from Sadia is to only say things that you can stand public trial for. It's your cassette, many American come up with Annie. At the time, no, I was actually thinking this. Yes, it was a misguided decision. That's me. So if people will give you lens and then I can blackmailing, yeah, I will show you a naked video. Show it. And because your phobia or internet is and say, for me, I find it funny. We will have almost send them a message. So, they must have it. File them. And the MP4. See you. I'm in the every time they said, first time I'm saying $1,000 in Bitcoin, and yes, they will share it. They have all my emails. They will share it with my business contacts. They will share it with my husband. And when I'm a free people and I'm catching, say, husband, we are about to be entertained. Hey, my naked video be the way I can't wait to see it, because me I can naked video. Yes, say I was actually masturbating. I would like to see me at Mehoba, because me who many more Mehoba da. Yeah, Dapaah and time na fabra na man so who said the Mehoba and it didn't bother me. Okay, so I record this idea. My hammy who crowd said in the reply, people in a minute home come yesterday. And I'm share with Facebook and yesterday. Because I know pa. Some men call baby uncle was sorry. I dear me that we made when I made major was so called baby people who said Miyama. Me Hemkara and I made way to Chimney home. To me who said, Yen send me a bear macra when him send me your bar. I'll wedge me. That won't send me your nipa come up to Chinyama. Namen person who send me to Chinyama. Because I'm pretending not to be a Chichenya. I actually do the churchification, but I don't want people to know that I churchify. And no. And I'm who I'm young beshime. Let me dim the cabe freno. Bitcoins, first some 1,000. And also my first can I'm to say 2,000. The last time I'm checking or sending me back when I do 5,000. Because when I'm about it, I think the editing job, it takes such a long time to edit. I'm waiting. When the data I didn't family, because me seven cherry. Send Kamaye mistake the mensako baby. And no sending me sadie we are and Kamian Casamayem beto Kamikana this kind of a papa. But says kind of some the command one can wait yamming. Now no be who back will be over Facebook. Abby, can you wait to see it? Because me and I want to see it. Or Ben Nimbi and Hoba, I cannot imagine it. It will be a cacophony. Oh, Jay, what a sacrilegious act. Jay, we have said your many material. We will pardon me, but I just said your Hoba many better. It will not be for public consumption. But I would say I am laughing because on this occasion, the way I present myself is in fact the way I comport myself. And because I present myself the way I comport myself, on the other occasions when I don't comport myself the way I present myself, so I same way we say presenting and one I'm was so. Let me shime. So Brady say when you sang or frame you catch him say Ama, you were recorded chopping composer with your husband. Kabe who said me seek a warm account me and their comment because me create a mini composer. More maka minim send chena more recorded with men fremony money composer. What fremia, ye didn't come on was semi besame was a semi a menimia at what or broken. Say see a smartphone abe is a draw recording or the 12 can I defend? Can I uphold? Say me head means me defending them means me uphold. We are draw them come on the bar and we are hoping and they say, hey, I draw. Boy, if you ask this, say how you move. I draw them your Hawaii, boy. I don't even go there and I say me anthem. I don't go there. Boy, I'm not even ready for that one. Now my head is sad matter me. Oh yeah. Because I know. Say baby, I draw the make it is indefensible. Maybe I'm a whole crime I draw the make when yummy. Or record this baby no the 12 on Tiamo. Yes, I say Abma, the moon answer. Let me answer me to me home. I draw the buyer, I miss it. Hey, I draw. Boy, higher Jemmy White. Jai, sister. Aha, don't go there. Boy. Sister, I draw Debbie. Because it's the same way there. So, when I crime, I draw to Mano. And I make out that Dapaah is a girl, not to Tonano. So, just as we did yesterday. Who has a conversation that way? When your Obama air to trim on yes, just as we chopped ourselves yesterday. Maybe say people me friend in country say just as we chopped ourselves yesterday. Because he was there and I was there. And then I'm a friend I can't tell what was there. You mean I own you here. Until the minute my husband starts talking to me, you know the way we did it yesterday, Penma started suspecting. As an experienced Okushini, yeah, they started so to turn on. I was expecting my dear, what are you on about? Which yesterday? And why are you even discussing yesterday? Bad girl. I don't know you. Don't call my phone. As I said, put me and I say sister the audio because I sister and you see car walk up and may I genuinely believe Sabaya no be Tianica, and I genuinely believe Sabaya is entitled to try and make some money out of somebody's foolery. It might be her only chance to make good money. Why should she pass on her chance to make good money if you don't want to respect yourself? And sister, we hear more guidance on how are you to be teaching more seeker free sample from her friend. I'm a free tutorial. I'm a wow. Let me add more money, more fire if you want more nonsense. Sister, you know, and sometimes no matter how much of a critical thinker you are, we are human. So sometimes one of parry. One of parry where the party record here with the number one I should not have said this. Really. Manwa parry. Ajwa. Kafra. I should never have done that. I should not have been caught doing that. Tilipani Fra was I will send the audio to Adwa was to go right ahead. Send it to Adwa. If Adwa decides not to speak to me ever again, I actually deserve it anyway. It is deserved. I deserve it. I deserve it. Actions have consequences, is what I keep saying to people. Yes. Mrs. Dapaah decided to will jai Mr. Dapaah. Maybe say Minka Bimano. Minka Bimano because we didn't want to acquire we bend in Namakoti and the Yaria Becano. Her security and her safety can be compromised by his actions. Mammy Penny more with your baby. No be aquatity because Abaya Yawa, yes, I did Yawa Papa Cocrawin and you're Papa and one. Nobody can convince me, says Abaya, we on your Cocraba, who pay winner, and you know, credit. Tiabaya, no name crop for Fredida. Some crop for free, do no answer them. In Tiabaya and the Cotitia, Ebi and a papa, Ukraine, Falcon or Titino. Then put one girl, Yaho no pa, and no safety shed and no suicide. Because our one girl will be any baby as our one girl is so the number. So two baby, and Crofo home banner with one baby. Now what could you yari a free side in the ya baby, ya. Who won't sound because we won't sound twice. Sister. So when you are Muyaria and you want Casabo and check yourself. If you check yourself, now we know Yari will maybe say, touche, I can do. Miankasa na mekoche pay when Miankasa masudia. I can accept that one. It was my decision, and I'm quite happy to take responsibility for my actions. That's okay. But for somebody to go and check himself, now one no didn't chapping and once at the remedy. I disagree aggressively. Maybe I'm cast as I don't just disagree. I disagree and do so aggressively. Aggressively. Yes. Trap yourself. But after you trap yourself, be willing. So means so I have choices to make, just as you had choices to make. I'm a fatche. Me did you so make me the charm, the better means me found charming fatche. When you me and him, Miss One Warrior and Abron, some of him, and any dawa. And you miss them, Miss Mihebron, some of him. And you're non quite proud of Pessoa, I want all of them to learn. Boys, no, or when you are social media, so a defending. I keep telling you guys, a man I say, yeah, we are really teaching each other. And as I'm not first, and I catch it, we will no longer accept it. Smartphones are back, and before the smart teachings. Into the nonsense people have been propagating for quite a while is going to lose its sting very soon. Believe me. And into Binia, Cut the nonsense or be ready to accept the consequences. Kokuraman ferry ne si wo hwene so a. Won ferry sa won so de atentemro be boadwum na de si so. Eti kokuram e mesi me hwene so. Ensi me hwene so na me de aduro tare so a waten. Mafutu am de tum papa for no. E mesi me hwene so. Because we see me hwene so nko ade me de aduro beta so. Me de aduro ta so me nua e ma menti wa no se wu ye dede. Because me ne wonya adwen kra. Whether they were is serious. So whether it is a crack up something let me feel dreaming. So this is the same banana. Check. And Tabby, then I hope so many people will learn. I hope. English radio no crane yes. Me make car radio by me charge. Catch them say me pad down be do me car. Nyamia madam. Now I have managed to find Tefre. Back it will be team. My petrol consumption is so much more respectable. My papa bedroom crew with this amount of petrol. Amaze balls. I be concerned there. Maybe no be kunu konkonsa. Me ko fia. Instead say wo me frɛ wabi. Na me ni wadi konkonsa. Knowing very well say wo were not very smartphone. I bet me record me no. Me kwa ma frɛ me kunu. Winim. My husband also understands my need for kokonsa. He knows. Enti wo hwɛ said ye me so mekwa kodi kokonsa wa bonten. Na wo be record me de beto abonten. Na be embarrass me na embarrass no. Enti ono so mekwa me di kokonsa na no ni me di. Abi sa yarewa bebrebe we wokrum. And inti na nyame in his wisdom it gives sadie way as the only condition under which I will be nimu nyansa ye dwane jano. Unim nyansa nsi nyame because ono a wonim na body no. Otene ma ase pa. Enu ntia we osi wo hu na flee adwaman guidance ewo Bible mo no esi flee wan ka se pray wan ka se forgive wan ka se start rehabilitation program bia so mrikam ne dwane nko away bus o ma ho kwan because onim. So don't let other people create a name maybe you have to forgive. No, I don't have to forgive fiam. If I can forgive, I will. If I can't forgive, tough. Your choice, your bed. Lie in it. Start eating your cake and having it. But others, it's about to stop. Because people, including myself, will put information out there and say, we will break it down so simply. Say every woman will understand the choice you are calling them to make. May they be free Yaria point of view, because that's the most important point of view. And when I explain it from a Yaria point of view, most women will understand what you are asking them to do. You are asking them someone for home and na on hanging because why should she do that? Why should she do that for you? Why? Will be a brother. Before you act, I suggest you consider. Kokram, you may see a Veneso. Now we be see a Veneso ye dear true a better so. Kokram te wo say. E mesi ya hwene so kura sa wo pass hour etu abo hwene so a. E mesi ya hwene so because we see ya hwene so a ye de aduru bebo asawa mu. Adwen wo de bon kan no ye de atare so. Because kokram na duru no. Kokram na duru no. If they can't put it inside, sister. Woman no ebi ana entity ye no tokuru bi wo. Onim how to zip it. Now so why delete button sisters, we also have the delete button. And Kofobi have disengaged it and disabled it, but it's actually there. Reactivate it, sister, sometimes and delete yourself from stuff. Me say me. I want a few wives to understand their civil, your friend is saying, entitlements. Would decide this is our, and most women stay in these stupid marriages because they think say they will not have enough money. Believe me, Senipano has made some money whilst you lived with them, and you are entitled to Sanya Mani Nara. Come. Maybe he even has more money than sense. Different in some sense. Next time in Saka sense, not in Saka mania, we will how I respect you when you behave. You will be doing as a public service by educating one of them. Sister, when him said you're sitting in some scarf for me. Mama lawyer for back you be numbers, no for no match of choir your fast in some scanner. Oh, we could have fast number the side check no lawyer no so any share. Because both of you have been used. You use money and you should take the greatest version of payment from Sardiana. And to me, I bet Kandapani dear. I disagree with people who are jumping straight on the bandwagon, screaming and shouting, resign. Because I want the resignation call to come from baby evidence-based. What evidence suggests that his capacity to act has been compromised? What evidence suggests, quite apart from morality, which I agree with you on, but then your morality and you didn't make his capacity to act decision. My personal beliefs as a wife will suggest that we crucify him and hang him to dry immediately. Because I'm tired of him. But again, that is not enough reason to call his capacity to question. We need to segregate Sanyamano. We need to dissociate and distance where necessary. To make the American Nara. And your foot them are the younger ones coming out. Brothers, I know that fidelity was not made fashionable by your fathers. Benjamin, the fidelity is the only common sense approach, Nancy. We are said in who from the point of view of Yari. Who from the point of view of Nipabe video or the Watwabonte. Who from a financial point of view. Who from many points of view. Yasi so we catch you see we are seeing you one any pattern or that down. If we are seeing what check. Sometimes you look at some of these decisions some of the men make and you wonder, so don't you think, what has happened to your brain? Why have you disengaged your brain so much? Because you think, say you've made a dime or two. Do you actually think? Why are you free, baby? Are you from a disease point of view? Because maybe animal man and I say, what are you doing free? Our decisions are not being ruled by society, by the norms of society, by the rules of engagement, not even by your friends and conceptions of loyalty, which we don't owe you anyway. One can say if you don't owe yourself respect, I don't owe you any loyalty. But I owe my safety prime consideration, and that is going to be my prime one. And come on, I can't say me. I always time I be doing differently from the way most people do it, because I'm very weird that way. But I hope someone also open-minded, and you can be broad-minded about things. So when you listen, you are able to evaluate for purpose. Where there is common sense, take it. Me am wo me wo yare wan yare wa bebre wo bitrim. Ti wuduru ba bia yare yedi bi so yi ne ho adia. Waka. Yet because we nua be ma bi no ye nkwase ade aka kire ne sesese ma ne frase ye kire. Bra se wudi abra amase. And a lawyer for the people who and yen then you be frase. Omo ho de da me nua no man that they have not chosen to go. But we will advise them to go. Sister, say ya will say sikanti. Uja no wunya bi ni enti. to said ye catch it, ye mamma, no, ye nananom went to one with snawa, can't tan, believe me. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to prostitute with what you disagree with just so you can have money. No. Bruh. Divorce lawyers, nice ones for Hannah say, one watch fair share, or sometimes your unfair share, for the sake of Pasiabu. Now, also, they are putting out 18 people when they are managing. Now they are checking how far what we said they won't obey. And I will hope. And Timobia Nada say, what will you eat? What will you keep? Sister, come. Come here, any telephone number, mom. Now, for one of those women, now on church options. You be to say your options are not too bad. Would you with divorce settlement? You could even go into business with a lump sum capital. You could actually make a decent living off the back of that. You would have earned it. But yeah, we cap a night standard. You have definitely earned it. Sister, it is end. It is end. Don't let anybody tell you taking settlement is thieving from a man in any way. If it's thieving from a man, they thief you, you thief them. Thief man. They thief your happiness, you thief their money. We will have to learn to hit them where it hurts. When we hit them where it hurts, I'm calling you sister. I don't feel I was so didn't put the now another young friend. Why is she so stupid? And I'm saying, how can she forgive him? Say, do you understand the terms and conditions of this forgiveness? Are you private? Maybe say, if you ever hear say I have forgiven my husband, so what's say a strategic move? But maybe I want to. You could hear if I was what the channel no one can say I see go up when you or say bankrupted him and then decided that she was changing her mind about the agreements. And sometimes don't be so quick to rubbish other people's decisions. When we decided say me the younger more foolish ama. Eti said Sadia na papa no dem go kwaba. I am not talking about the women who have made a strategic decision to forgive. And your mona me say, one more a year woman say forgiveness is the only option because of monetary considerations. One more they need to know so they have other options. Level. And many people they really elect to stay for their own reasons. Sometimes it's for very clandestine reasons. Hilimobia was this when say open and so a person with Janet in the States where he is capable of being faithful. And the only state in which he was capable of being faithful was the state where he did not have telco. And then he would bankrupt a business now when she bankrupted it. One casa whilst they were together was siphoning customers to on one casa new venture. When she was ready to move, she moved with the customers and left him dry, empty-handed, not attractive to the slave queens anymore. Yeah, they say in school. Sometimes and conform with decisions. And to women will be the you are not private to be careful sometimes in calling others a fool. Be careful, because some of the fools are very strategic fools. Being a strategic fool, it doesn't necessarily make you such a big fool. My foot winning, as I say, you might need that. When you be bidding, come on, or try. Send come on, you repeat teacher ama, not a behawa, a new common in the first place. Then put by mistake, who could this uncommon one? Then also be prepared. So we catch Rama say I'm a kafra no correct with the man can ye. My name whom prenuans and America. Dear, I'm a person with me, dear Chewa, Nama dear Chewa, I'm meant to me and fan Chewa, and also so tears here. say eye nipa su te say de wo wa no entimi anka ntumu no a ukodi konkonsare sa na amanso ebia no so entimi amfa bode fache amfa nya adwuma ye nyina ya te ho ase ne ye koye ne kakra. My prayer for ye nyina ene ne so oba ade nyame ba bi ehunu nyansa ibehunu adwe ni nyansa no difference ye hunu de be ye adwuma. See any nipa di nkita ho a we need to start thinking a little bit more ansana ya ye ne maybe e bom pae se ye nyinara se wo bi sum ye fidi a ani da ho ebe me yehunu fidi sumfo ne nnwuma ne yetimi yehunu anamon a yebetu e ma ho kwai ma obi nsum fidi easy saanye pese nyina yehunu fidi sumfo ne nnwuma na ye nyina yetu anamon se ye nto afidie no na da ebechew no you also hold your hand up and say me say da me konkonsa beba beto ha no bisu kakra na makacho abi eya brosam na ba bi di sa konkonsa de bia afra we wo fra me di ba na ofra na me ho ba ya che na ya me yawo e da bi konkonsa abi facha me why uti bi di cheme a eye wenti mi amfa nche me so no so mate ase because konkonsa na me di abi asunsun san so ne ba ye nyamu didi na mate me mo ase boko na ma ye free enye no ene it was 20 me no juice plus for you. Now I'm seriously juice plus no so won't pay binto ya so me kam ko pay bito what there me nua adwa wodo ni videos bi a wa ye ne nanse kokohwe wo be hu ni say what happened to Amabode ni happened to Adwa Papa. Sister be frame I say, hey, sister, she's a very respectable woman, unlike you. Nam say me, you think that what you are saying should be an insult. It's not an insult because it's true. Me diya me wo frame ya, uni matem because I'm pa me diama. Me ni adwai, neni daho, onye basa te se me. She is a more respectable woman. Me di ejimi nko enti asema kan no kre ampa adwa wo hoi kra ni nani ase te se di wo mani ase. Adwa, thank you for trying the juice plus and thank you for allowing people to see what is happening to you. You are confirming that what happened to Ama was not due to the madness. It's actually due to Edruno. Videos I think send read 2 na and I read the day before. Nimi and Nuna, I enjoyed them so. I loved them. Because you made me feel so normal. Sister, the juice plus and the deliciousness. So one try be a brand my formula and the try be the deliciousness is conscious. We say never call parents evening. No my shot I did the belt taboso. Nam the namasa see so her. Belt in the grano. So one more had ye and both some assassano. The belt is lean, it's me. And kind of I'm a belt to put a name sending. I'm in fam won fifi say nkra de bia ka bom mo de nam ka pam ha sa mo ye de nkra every day we be kwada back mogu and then me be ya ba fa be me so say nice so e dia se mo anyway ye dredwum and then men sibentem I hope say she am going to para no woman they told me my parents ama I mean yakwa got na baby konko na me flies in politicians are Ghana who be a catch them say ahweye is the key word because Nancy ye wo butu so wo yire na nkasa kra wudi agore na se wantua yie na wo ma ne ho kire no a wo political opponents betimi atua ne sika no ayo do so very possible. A guy rough. We started to make the confessions of Madame Crawford. Well, me say I was exaggerating. Say me doing I'm not exaggerating. What I'm feeling is what I'm telling you. But you know, so nipa uchu si so be basa say ya. When ni break rana ka san Crawford. It's been very wonderful to see you. now that respectable people are also having the same responses, you know, people have seen that it's not just because of the nonsense factor, it is just because and it's amazing. I'm still getting used to this one. Sorry, Dapaah. Na minko inside and send ensure I start to say it. During the day, I think say enne adaji bebem. Mama kwada no coffee in them. To hopefully during the day no. Menya baby it's minimum kasa. I'm na enye sa phone. And me da krumo ha. Nti enyumere no. Se menya banku bi dia, we can continue our conversations. Nyame na so due nka mo nyara. Me pa na mka sensu no. Atọ every heavy that it hasn't. I think say afi neighbor. So na me know say emuna wo. Maybe me free balo. If it is heading this way, I need to go inside there. It is heading this way. A black. Have a fabulous day, Minya. Juice plus when they say that here. It's me juice plus. Nothing. What's me apple belt? Now what did amazing. Try it if you haven't. I recommend it. And it's your better time. It's your better time. Have a fabulous day, everybody. Catch you soon. The video then I'll be to me and share my wife. Sharing is scary. Because media, I'm saying I have learnt a few very harsh lessons about distribution. And because I've learnt those lessons, I am electing not to put myself at risk and share Enyema to some groups and some platforms anymore. My content is made here, and if you look for my content there, you come here. The video I can't share anymore. I won't take that risk. Put me at no share. Won't be so I catch for someone Casabe. Yes, Sister Sonia. Sister Sonia, I need you to come and confess and tell me the deliciousness you are also feeling. Because I know you are feeling it. Come and confess and tell people for me. Catch you.